Imagine a river that remembers 8,000 years of farming. Empire, invention, war and rebirth carved along its banks. From the earliest farmers by the Yellow River to towering modern skylines, China's story is a long thread of innovation, ideas, and upheaval. In the next 10 minutes, we'll race through the history of China, from ancient China's first bronzes to modern China's global rise. Clear, fast, and surprising. Stay with me. You'll hear how a single civilization shaped the world and kept changing itself again and again. We begin where history first picks up a pen. The river valleys. Small Neolithic villages grew into powerful chiefdoms along the Yellow and Yangtze rivers. Farming supported denser populations, pottery workshops, and early trade. These roots set the stage for the first dynasties. Legends speak of the Xia, but archaeology proves the Shang dynasty left real marks. Intricate bronze ritual vessels, and the earliest Chinese writing etched onto oracle bones. The Zhou dynasty followed, introducing a concept that would shape Chinese politics for millennia: the mandate of heaven. This idea held that rulers governed by a moral right, granted by the heavens, which could be lost if they became unjust. As Zhou power faded, China splintered into the spring and autumn and warring states periods. It was a time of constant conflict, but also incredible intellectual ferment. Confucius taught the importance of social order, duty, and respect. Laozi offered a quieter, more natural path in Taoism, and the legalists argued for the power of strong, centralized law. These competing ideas became the mental toolkit of the entire nation. Then, in 221 BCE, one man forged these warring states into a single empire. Qin Shi Huang unified China, standardizing scripts, weights, and measures, and building a network of roads. He began the project that would eventually become the Great Wall and commissioned the astonishing army of terracotta warriors to guard his afterlife. Qin's hostile rule was short-lived, but its model of a centralized, bureaucratic state would endure for centuries. The Han Dynasty followed, consolidating imperial rule and expanding trade along the famous Silk Road. This was more than just a route for silk. It was a highway for ideas, goods, and technologies. Philosophies, spices, and inventions flowed between East and West. It was during the Han that papermaking was perfected and a sophisticated bureaucracy matured, helping to bind a vast and diverse empire together. After the Han Dynasty fell, China experienced centuries of division. Northern and southern courts rose and fell. Invaders settled and assimilated, and new ideas took root. Buddhism, arriving from India, spread widely, profoundly influencing Chinese art, thought, and society. Eventually, the short-lived Sui dynasty reunified the land, paving the way for what is often called the Golden Age, the Temps dynasty. Under the Temps, the capital Chang'an became a vibrant, cosmopolitan hub. Poetry, painting, and sculpture flourished. Later, the Song dynasty witnessed an economic revolution. Cities swelled, commercial markets buzzed with activity, and a wave of technological leaps changed the world. Mass printing, gunpowder, the magnetic compass, and the world's first paper money all emerged during this dynamic era. In the 13th century, Mongol armies swept across Asia, establishing the Yuan dynasty and linking China more directly into a vast Eurasian network than ever before. Though ruled by outsiders, the Yuan era spurred long-distance exchange and redrew the political map of the continent. Native Chinese rule was restored with the Ming dynasty. They rebuilt and fortified large sections of the Great Wall and launched epic naval expeditions led by the Admiral Zhang He, whose treasure fleet sailed as far as the east coast of Africa. Ming porcelain, painting, and architecture set new aesthetic standards that are still admired today for their elegance and craftsmanship. The Qing dynasty, founded by the Manchus from the northeast, presided over a period of massive territorial expansion and population growth. By the 18th century, China was a vast, multi-ethnic empire with a complex administration and a rich, confident culture. But beneath the surface, internal strains and external pressures were building. The 19th century brought a shocking collision with newly industrialized Western powers, the Opium Wars. A series of unequal treaties and foreign encroachment exposed the Qing Empire's vulnerabilities. At the same time, Massive internal rebellions, like the Taiping Uprising, fractured the country and created widespread social turmoil. In 1911, the Qing dynasty collapsed, and the Republic of China was born. But stability was elusive. The new republic was plagued by warlordism, civil war, and intense intellectual debate. The May 4th movement sparked new political thought, and two major parties, the nationalists, or Qing, and the communists, the CCP, emerged to vie for China's future. Japan's invasion in the 1930s and the devastation of World War II plunged the country into further chaos. After the war ended, the civil conflict between the nationalists and communists resumed. In 1949, Mao Zedong proclaimed the founding of the People's Republic of China. The new state fundamentally reshaped land ownership, industry, and social life, sometimes through turbulent campaigns like the Great Leap Forward and the Cultural Revolution. Following Mao's death, a new chapter began. In 1978, Deng Xiaoping launched a program of reform and opening up. This policy transformed China into a global manufacturing powerhouse. Special economic zones, private enterprise, and foreign investment fueled rapid urbanization and one of the largest mass migrations in human history, as hundreds of millions moved from the countryside to booming cities. Today, as China is a study in contrasts, dazzling high-speed trains and cutting-edge tech exist, alongside ancient traditions and quiet rural villages. It is a major global player in trade, technology, and infrastructure, investing across continents with projects like the Belt and Road Initiative. At the same time, it faces immense modern challenges, including environmental cleanup, economic inequality, and the social pressures of an aging population. Across all these dynasties and revolutions, certain threads persist: a deep-seated respect for learning and bureaucracy, a powerful emphasis on family and community, and an incredible talent for blending the old with the new. Remember those Song dynasty inventions? Paper, printing, the compass, and gunpowder helped create the modern world as we know it. And Chinese arts, philosophy, and cuisine have carried its influence far beyond its borders. Understanding China's own history helps explain so much about our world today. From global trade networks to cultural exchange and international politics, from ancient bronzes to modern skyscrapers, this civilization demonstrates how continuity and change can coexist for thousands of years. This whirlwind tour barely scratches the surface, but it shows one clear fact. China's past is a closed book. It's an engine, powering its present and shaping its future. If you enjoyed this quick journey through time, please like the video and subscribe for more deep dives into history. Share your favorite Chinese dynasty or invention in the comments. ID. Love to read which period fascinates you most. Thanks for watching.